Now Rose. Boozer. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time.
Hey folks, for those of you just tuning in, we're glad to have with us here. We're drawing this game in progress. Tony, the cheer captain. Yeah, I know you've been seeing me a lot, but this is the game we're playing, NBA 2K11 for the PS3. This is completely different from when I played it on the PS2. But we're glad to have you with us. As promised, we're going to be doing the
very successful amateur career.
Boy, he sure did, Kevin. How about he won 2 state championships in high school, played collegiately for the University of Memphis, and in the only year he was there, they got to the NCAA championship game, and he was a primetime performer during that whole run that season.
Now Diao, after the missed 3 from Luol Deng. Dampier. He's covered by Boozer.
They've got to find a better way to keep control of the ball.
Yeah, this is completely different from when I played it on the PS2. So this is news for me. But the
let's go with a 3. Kept alive.
But as promised, we're going to be doing the NBA 2. As I said before, we're going to be playing on the NBA 2K, some 2K games. We're playing 11 tonight, and tomorrow we're going to be playing.
Rose has got his first points in this one.
And we're playing 12 tomorrow.
That's exactly all it's about right now, Kevin. Turnovers. And if I was coaching this team, I'd be worried right now. He needs to get them to settle down, just slow their pace just a bit, so they can take better care of the ball. Good.
Finally, I'm on the board.
Here's Rose.
And the main thing. The biggest theme of this game is none other than the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. When I did a test run, I immediately got to the first of the Jordan era, the Bulls versus Lakers. That is.
Here's Dampier. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. The Bulls leading by 6.
Yeah, I've never played this game on the PS3 before, so try to bear with me as best as possible.
Throws it up. Can't hit. Now the Bobcats take it the other way. Watching Charlotte, their front court was pretty rough last.
Look at that! 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 Look at that!
Forget about it.
Doesn't that feel satisfying?
He's throwing it down hard.
Well, that's what the NBA is all about, Clark. Strength on strength.
Yeah, I like that force and that power.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah. Tony, the cheer captain, is here. Woo! I'm in the spirit. Got my oversized super palms. The ones that they used back in the 70s and 80s.
Chicago making some changes. Thomas comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Watson in for Ronnie Brewer. Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for the Bobcats. Livingston comes in for A.J. Augustine. Here's Thomas.
But man, those slam dunks are so oddly satisfying.
Here's Rose.
Especially regardless of the game, whether it be 2K or NBA Live. But whoever said that,
4 on the clock. Over Livingston. Scooped up. And Boozer backs in. Buries the short
but whoever said that
Boozer's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
2K games have stepped up their game around this time period, they're right. NBA Live was going out of business, so to speak, if that makes sense.
It's stolen by Rose. Stolen by Jackson.
Well, we've seen them struggling holding on to the ball. And you know what? That's their 4th turnover already in the game. You can't play winning basketball turning it over like that.
Now here's Rose. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Dang. Leads him with the pass. It's taken away by Wallace. And the Bobcats have it. 6-point game. Muhammad, no good. Here comes Derrick Rose. Here's Boozer. Hits the 15-footer. Boozer's got 8.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team. That's your only hope.
Bobcats give up possession.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
It's a 6-point game. I mean, 8-point game, excuse me. I can't count. I can't calculate.
Here is Watson, all alone. Puts too much on him.
Shocking how wide open he was. More shocking that he couldn't sink it.
And it's going to do it for the first quarter. Bulls out front, leading by 8.
They're playing lockdown D, Kevin. As a coach, you can't ask for anything more.
It's more NBA coming your way.
There's a reason why I'm playing as the Bulls is because, or playing against the Bulls is because it's about this guy over here, the GOAT, Michael Jordan. I feel bad for those that didn't grow up during that time period.
And so here is Charlotte, trailing here by 8. So Clark, here's another player snatched out of the D-League by the Warriors, C.J. Watson. He's a fourth-year player out of Tennessee.
And whatever team he's been on, Kevin, he's been a solid contributor. I mean, he's a good mid-range jump shooter. He does a nice job defensively as well. I mean, he was really a coveted player this past offseason, and I think he's got a place in the league for a while now.
On the court right now for the Bobcats, they've got Livingston. Tyrus Thomas out there with Nazir Muhammad. Then there's DJ August and Wallace.
By the time the D reacted, it was too late. That's the way to get up there and throw it down.
Well, this is a guy, Clark, you know you can't give any space to.
Without question.
He's the kind of boy you can't forget. He's the kind of boy you can't
He's covered by Watson.
forget.
No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Not a memorable day. And Brewer slams it home.
That's a nice finish in transition, Parker. That's exactly how you run the break.
Livingston. He's covered by Watson. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 10-point game. Baseline jumper. Noah's shot is off. And the Bobcats have it. It's a 10-point game. Here's Wallace. And he's able to score the bucket. Foul called by the official. So one free throw for him right here.
Now I'm going to be going to the line for one more chance for the three-point play.
So for the Bulls, Kurt Thomas, he's checked in for Noah. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for C.J. Watson. Good for the three-point play.
I made the play anyway.
The Bobcats and their expansion draft back in 2004. He's been with this franchise, Clark, from the very beginning.
Yeah, and you know what? They gave him the moniker Crash, and that's as appropriate a nickname as a player can have because he plays with a physical recklessness and abandon that really excites the fans and endears him to his teammates.
But those concussions are worrisome.
Yeah, very much so.
Now here's Jackson.
So I always have to look at that. Let's take a look at that again.
He certainly put a little something extra into that slam.
A little added pizzazz.
And now I got a chance for the three-point play. Woo.
No good there. He's unable to convert on the three-point play.
No three-point play this time, but
quotes. He once said he thinks he's just as good as Kobe Bryant. What do you think of that, Clark?
Well, that might be a bit of a stretch, partner. He is a terrific all-around player, though, and he has no fear of going against anybody in the league. I do know that.
And Charlotte has possession after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Livingston. Hits the front rim and doesn't go. Steven Jackson talks about his confidence. He does not back down at all.
No, he doesn't. He's got one speed, and it's full throttle and straight ahead. He plays with confidence, and he plays with an edge that you like to see. You got to pay attention to the ball. Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick
Look at that, 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 look at that.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Thomas. Boozer comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Dang in for Ronnie Brewer.
Look at that, look at that. So oddly satisfying.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play.
No three-point play.
Like the Bulls with 28 wins a year ago in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and Kevin, they went 24 and 28 the year before that, so progress is being made, but more improvement has to happen if you're going to be more than a perennial 8 seed.
And Charlotte has possession after the miss by Luol Deng. Dampier inside. He's covered by Boozer.
Not enough room for that pass to be made.
So Clark with the Bulls, what's missing for them? How do you get from a 7th or an 8th seed and move up a little bit?
Well, you've got to have an inside presence, Kevin. Boozer to pair up with Derrick Rose. Powerful presence inside.
Here's Jackson, tipped. The Bulls leading by 5. And here's Rose. Pass to Dang. Gets the bucket. Dang's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Charlotte. They trail by 7. Here's Jackson. Excellent defense there from Boozer.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
No good. And Charlotte the other way now. 1:06 left in the second. Tipped. Outside Dang.
Get it.
Pass to Rose. Back to Dang. Now Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Korver. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. They can make this a 2-for-1 opportunity. Outside Thomas. Let's loose for a 3.
Yeah.
Kept alive.
Oh, did I? I thought I got it.
Here's Livingston. Again, the miss by the Bobcats. The Bulls leading by 7.
Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Dampier is whistled for reaching in. That is his first foul of the game.
This is a tough one. I played a test game. Like I said, I play a test game before showtime, but
6 points for him.
again,
He's a streaky shooter, but when he gets it going, he can put points on the board in a real hurry.
again, it's still a learning curve.
Here's Augustine. Nailed.
Yeah! Woo!
That's what I'm calling a bail out there. He got the shot off just
And the first half is now in the books. Bulls lead by 7.
It's tough. Like I said, transition from PS2 to PS3 is no stroll in the park. Besides, it's been a while since I played 2K11 in general, especially for the PS2. Unfortunately,
and welcome to the HB Halftime Show. Chicago with the lead against Charlotte. A huge advantage in points in the paint. They're having their way inside. A nice first half turned in by Carlos Boozer. He's got 8 points. He's also added a couple steals.
man, it feels like you're watching a Nashville basketball game.
Their bench making its presence felt, putting up big numbers coming in from the Pine. The first half, a productive one for Steven Jackson. He's got a handful of points and also has helped out with a few steals. We'll see you next time as the second half is about to get underway in Chicago. So long, take care. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports at the Half.
Man, look at the presentation out there.
In just a few moments.
Looks like you're watching an actual game. You know what I'm saying?
From everything you hear, Clark, the Bulls players have a a good locker room, great chemistry. Guys really get along.
Yeah, it seems like that, Kevin, and that's always what you're looking for, the intangibles. Guys that want to play together, that want to be together, and that have each other's back.
Derek Rose and Ronnie Brewer in the back.
I did not think I was going to get it.
And Joakim Noah, they're inside. And dang, that's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And it's the Bulls with the ball after Charlotte getting the 3. Scooped up. Here's Rose, and a great second effort right there. Rose has got his second basket of the night. Bobcats trailed by 6. Talking about their chemistry, I think so many of them are young and growing together on the floor. It comes off the court, too.
I think so. I mean, when you've got a group of young guys that come in together, it gives them a chance to grow and mature together, and I think that makes for a healthy situation.
And no problem at the line here for the three-point play.
Slowly closing the gap.
Had a promising rookie year, but he
Fall into the gap, 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 fall into the gap.
Sometimes it's just a matter of a second-year player going through the hard knocks of developing in the league. I think Larry Brown perhaps got down on him a little bit, and that never helped with the young player, particularly.
I didn't even know where the ball was.
And maybe he put a lot of pressure on himself.
I got it.
But I think this kid will be fine.
I got this.
He'll be fine going forward.
There's a little bit of a delayed reaction when it comes to controlling the play. When it comes to controlling the players, as opposed to the NBA Live games from the 16-bit era that I'm used to controlling. You know what I'm saying? As well as the PS1. Oh.
Deflects the pass. The Bulls leading by 5. Goes up. Derek Rose again. Rose has got 8 points.
Boy, he's really special. The defense has to account for him at all times.
Jackson misses.
He's normally pretty accurate around the rim, but he couldn't make the layup that time.
Rose with the ball. 8 points for him.
Your team doesn't need that mistake. You got to be efficient.
Pass to Wallace. His shot misses.
Well, the defense put pressure on him, and frankly, he'll miss some of those even when he's wide open.
Here's Rose. Takes it up. Nails it from close range. 10 points for him.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Inside. A foul call, and he earns a trip to the line.
They've had trouble the way Rose has been playing. 10 points and 2 steals. He's rolling, trying to put them on his back right here.
Almost everybody in this game is retired.
First free throw is good. Derek Rose out of Memphis, the former #1 overall pick in 2008. And then Clarkie went on to win the NBA Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and he's proven himself as a terrific playoff performer in his first 2 years in the league as well. And he's only getting better, Kevin. Made his first All-Star team last year.
Kurt Thomas, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bobcats making a switch here. And Charlotte has possession. 11-point game. Here's Muhammad. Brewer with the steal. And Clark, talk about what makes Derek Rose so special.
Well, I think it's his combination, Kevin, of size, strength, and speed, as well as acceleration.
Couldn't even tell if I had the ball.
In the open court.
And it's a little bit of a delayed, like I said, a delayed reaction.
Here is Rose. 11-point game.
11-point game between Derek Rose and company.
Here's Dang. Off from three-point land. And here comes Wallace. Deflected. And now the first time out called here for the Bobcats.
Let's do this.
Here's Augustine. 8 points for him. On the wing, Wallace. Here's Muhammad. He's guarded by Thomas. And the basket by Muhammad. Here's Rose. 12 points for him. Outside Boozer. Got a piece of it.
Good defensive footwork shut down his path to the basket.
Here is Brewer. 8 points for him. Nets it from the wing. 10 points for him.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
Pass to Wallace. It's dumped off. And here's Jackson for 3. Kept alive. Here's Muhammad. A second chance effort. And laying it in. And that one falls through. And they make it a single-digit game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And some changes for Chicago.
Changes.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Thomas. Corver comes in for Ronnie Brewer. And it's Watson in for Derrick Rose. And then for Charlotte, Tyrus Thomas is checked in for Jackson. And it's Livingston in for Augustine. Here's Noah. Mohamed's there. Watson with it. Outside Boozer. Isaiah Thomas covering. Scooped up. Noah misses the layup.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch. And with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
He's covered by Boozer. Poked away. And it'll go the other way. The Bulls turn it over.
Kevin, you know, they're behind, and you've got to point to all of those turnovers as a big reason why.
Come on. Okay.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Wilson. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside Dang. From 11 feet away. Scooped up. Wallace gets a hand on it. He stays with it.
He hasn't been able to contribute as well as he wanted to. But in spite of that, they still have the lead, and that's a good sign.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Oddly satisfying.
This guy's so good, he might be able to dunk it with no hand.
I knew you were going there. Hey, from that position, he's always going to find a way to throw that thing down. Here's Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Boozer. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. At the line for the Bulls. Carlos Boozer. 2 shots. And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he can't hit the second.
Good job hustling here. I mean, making the extra effort. When you're down, you have to do all of the little things, Kevin.
And they do have a slight disadvantage on the boards. And we are heading into the fourth. Lots of action in this one.
Quarter.
Include the third.
Behind by 8.
Fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, he
They get the ball back.
Make an impact on the defensive end, Kevin. He's made some key steals.
We'll see you in just a moment, live here from Chicago. So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Sprite Spark Report. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, will our spark of the game go to the Bulls for that major surge? They made their move in the third quarter with their great defense propelling them on an impressive run, gentlemen.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
Okay, fourth quarter. Here we go. Let's see how I do.
Here is Watson. On the court right now for the Bobcats. Sean Livingston and Steven Jackson at the 1 and 2. Boris Diaw is out there with
I didn't know he made it.
And Dampier. Covered by Noah. The shot is off. So the Bulls
I thought I had it.
Now Watson. Steven Jackson covering. Picked him clean. Dampier. Defended by Gibson. Thomas against Noah. Here is Watson.
Oh my. Oh goodness. Oh, tip.
Stolen away.
Oh, get it.
The break is on. Here's Livingston. And he has that one from down low.
Getting closer. Woo! Grand
Here's
theft.
Watson. Livingston is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game.
First foul.
And some changes for Chicago. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Noah. Bang comes in for Ronnie Brewer. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for C.J. Watson. Bobcats making a switch here. On defense, Charlotte. They trail by 7. Outside Rose.
Come on.
Clock at 4. Augustine hits the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Rose. In low to Boozer. Baseline J. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Oh,
And the
Lord.
Bulls lead by 9. Pass to Wallace. It's stolen by Rose.
Oh, back over.
Jackson kicks to Wallace. It stays here.
And it stays in my possession.
Here's Augustine.
He's got to break out of this slump if his team wants a chance to win.
Muhammad, no good.
No.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence, and their offense is really flowing.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, over the break, I listened in on Larry Brown's huddle. He was clearly fuming. He told them, "You guys look like you're sleepwalking out there." He said, "I don't know if you rolled out of the wrong side of the bed this morning or what, but we've got to step up and wake up. Guys?"
Here's Jackson. And he gets the bucket. Foul is called. One free throw for him.
That was one of those nice little teardrops that looks like it doesn't have a prayer and then softly drops right in.
Softly with this game, killing me softly.
He can't complete the three-point play. Thomas, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. Over Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That one on Jackson.
This game's basically over. At least I did a little better than I thought I was going to do my first time.
Free throw drops for Rose.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Watson comes in for Kyle Korver. And then for Charlotte. Diaw's checked in. And so he hits both. A
Good job getting to the line here in this half. I mean, I think that speaks a lot to this team's fortitude. They were determined to get that ball inside and draw fouls. Hook loose. You know, he's gotten a little bit too casual here for my liking with the ball in this half.
Yep, it's over.
In the first half.
It's over.
And the
It's gone.
It's a 13-point game. Thomas inside, tries to keep it alive. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 13-point game. Dang passes to Rhodes. Noah.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Here's Muhammad.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Watson with it. Wallace is there. Outside down. Noah the screen.
Yeah, we're officially the Cleveland Browns of the NBA.
Trailing by 13. Into Dia. Goes up. Rose.
How'd you miss that?
Bulls with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
They haven't adjusted to the defensive intensity they're facing, and it's resulted in far too many turnovers here. I mean, just in this quarter alone, they've been throwing it all over the gym.
Wallace kicks to Diao. Here's Thomas. Good, and it's Diao with the assist that time. Chicago calls timeout. They're winning by 11. 1:08 left in the game. And some changes for Chicago. Boozer comes in for Taj Gibson, and Ronnie Brewer's subbed in for C.J. Watson. Steven Jackson's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Rose. Back to Boozer. Had a piece of it over Thomas. 1:02 left to the fourth. Open look, and Jackson gets to go.
Finger roll.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Well executed there.
Jackson is tagged with the reach. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Dang. Off the inbound pass. Off target. Rose against Wallace. Into Dia. Here's Thomas. And it's no good. Poor shot selection there, to say the least. Rose passes to Dang. Lobs it up. Diao can't hit.
That was crazy. Nutso shots like that will get you on the bench in a hurry, Kevin.
From 11 feet away. Again, the miss by Dang.
Less than a minute remaining now. Looks like this one's all but done, Kev.
And the basket by Diao.
Beautiful pass there to find his man streaking up court.
Here is Rose.
Yeah, but not bad for my first try. Again, this is my first try. Rest assured, this won't be the last time we'll be playing this game. Final score: 46-39, Chicago. In favor of Chicago.
They came, they saw, they conquered.
Well,
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Dorsberg, this is Scott Harlan. We'll see you
can't
next
say I didn't try.
Now, our Jordan Brand player of the game, Carlos Boozer.
Well, like I said, it's my first try. Better luck next time. Mind you, this won't be the last time that we'll play this game. Alright, folks. We'll see how I do on tomorrow's game. NBA 2K12. I know I'm a late bloomer and all, but still, it's still a classic game. Alright, folks. Time to call it a night. Until we meet again, baby, say goodbye.